falls to the other team.
Right, it's called turnover.
And if you clear the 10 yards, then you're back at first down?
First down, that's right.
Man, it's confusing.
You just gotta play it a couple times. It all makes sense.
Hey guys, it's Brian with PS4 Trophies, and welcome back to the Last of Us Remastered on PS4 Grounded Mode Difficulty walkthrough. And I'm going to show you all the collectibles, and the first one is going to be actually back the way you came, so you just got to turn back around, and it's going to be on the hood of a Jeep. Now there's a couple tricky sections in here in the basement of the school, and then at the very end with all the hunters, but I'll get you through them.
Stay, Callus. What kind of name is Callus anyways?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy his name.
Callus.
So we're going to go into the school now, and there's going to be a workbench inside of a garage that's going to be on the right-hand side. There's going to be a bunch of things you can pick up, a lot of parts, and then if you go upstairs, there's a note that you can pick up, one of our collectibles. So just continue on.
Okay. None of these buildings look like a mirror to me.
Well, we'll head to Central Grounds. Should be able to see most of the campus from there.
And the garage is going to be here to the right. So we're going to just go ahead and take a pit stop here.
I'll stay with Callus.
I hate that name.
And here's the workbench. There's also the flamethrower. I just walked past, but I'll go back and get it in just a moment.
Here we go.
And again, I'm kind of upgrading my hunting rifle and bow. Really, it's a priority. And I'm going to pick up the holster there for the small armed weapons. In addition to the hunting rifle and bow, I'm going to then start upgrading the flamethrower and El Diablo. And then I'm going to save all this, the starting pistol and the shorty and all that for my grounded mode plus difficulty playthrough. Here's the flamethrower. Now the flamethrower is exceptionally useful against bloaters, and we'll see a bloater later in this chapter, in which point you'll see me actually use this. But the bloaters are very weak against fire. So between the flamethrower and the Molotov, it's basically just throw one Molotov at them, and then just a short burst with the flamethrower will usually do the trick. So I'm clearing the area here of all the parts, because again, you use those to upgrade your weapons. You have very little flamethrower ammo here on grounded difficulty, so I'm hoping we can find some more. Alright, so we're going to come up here. There's a note. Oh, actually, I think it's on the floor above us, isn't it? I forgot there was a third floor. If I can find the damn stairs again, I'm lost. Alright, so we're gonna go here. And there's a sniper's nest here as well, which is where the document is at.
Find themselves. Figure out what they wanted to do with their lives. There was a lookout here.
All right, that banner on the building over there, that's an optional conversation. So once we get back on our horse and go over there, I'm going to initiate that conversation with Ellie. Oh, some more parts. All right. There are a lot of parts in this chapter.
Keep going back.
A lot of places to look as well. Okay, as soon as I don't know why I can't jump over this. Let's try it over here. Now again, as I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and do the optional conversation on that sign right there.
That's a giant ram. You guys were like some idol worshippers.
When it came to sports? Hell yeah.
Okay, now we're going to go to a Firefly pendant, and it's going to be
Ooh, it's getting chilly.
to the right.
That time of year.
And this one is actually going to be up in the tree here. And the bastard is kind of hard to see, but it is up here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So go ahead and pick up that Firefly pendant. And then we're going to go into the school, and we are going to have our first encounter with a room full of runners. Ordinarily, I like to use the flamethrower, but I don't know if I'm really going to have enough ammo. I'm going to have to probably save that. Alright, we're just going to wing it.
How many people do you think are there? The Fireflies.
I reckon it takes quite a crew to run that operation.
Do you think there'll be other people my age?
I'm not sure. Whoa. What is it?
Sounds like runners.
Stay with the horse. I'll go check it out.
You sure?
Yes, I don't want him running off. I'll be right back.
Alright, there's an electrical panel over here that we need to turn on. Unfortunately, there's no power, but to the left of it is a note right there hanging on the wall, so pick that up. And then we're going to have to find a generator, which is obviously going to be located with the runners.
See if I can get the power back on.
And I don't have a bottle or anything. I don't think there's any bricks down here either. Alright, so I died a couple times. Just had to cut all that out. But I have an awesome little strategy here for you guys. If you don't have any bottles or anything, but it's basically, if you had a bottle or brick, you would throw it into the room, and then you can use one Molotov to wipe it all out. But when you come over here, you're going to have a runner that's going to walk down this hallway, so we're just going to go kind of walk up behind him and take him out real quick. And then everyone else will be in the room with the generator. Now, since I don't have a note or bottle, I'm going to improvise. I'm going to use my arrow. And what I'm going to do is kind of a unique strategy. Probably not too many people do this, but I'm intentionally going to miss. There's a walker right there around the corner. I'm going to actually aim right there. And the arrow's going to create a bunch of noise, and they're all going to gather up over there, and I'm going to throw my Molotov in there. And that, my friends, will clear the entire room. Except for apparently a couple of these guys, so I stand corrected.
And that's that.
Alright, there we go. So we're just going to see if we can find any crafting supplies, and I don't think we can. Oh, look, my arrow. Some flamethrower ammo. I don't know how the fire didn't burn my arrow up. Alright, so you're going to start the generator. And there's not going to be any more runners here, so we're going to be in the clear. There's no clickers either, thankfully. Alright, so go back down to the first floor and go and hit the door switch. So that part was easy again. The part in the basement there's a room with a bloater surrounded by clickers.
Yeah. Can you imagine being up there all by yourself?
That can be a little difficult.
Cool.
And then the part at the very end with all the hunters, that part can be extremely difficult. But what we really want to do is try to save all of our ammo for that end, because I'm going to need a lot of it.
What about you? What do you want?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be a singer.
Shut up.
No, serious.
Sing something.
No,
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Joel, please.
Alright, so before you jump over this, get off your horse and you can climb into this building here to the right. And up here is going to be a Firefly pendant. Now the pendants, they all have names on them, and they're all names of actual fans who won contests. And I remember when I found this one, the guy whose name this is contacted me through YouTube. So Alex, that was for you, buddy. Alright, so we're going to leave. We're going to go into the next area. It's a very large open area, but thankfully there's no clickers or infected in this area. But there is going to be a room that we can go into where we can get some more collectibles. Alright, in this fallen over truck, I believe there's some crafting supplies. I hope so, otherwise I'm going to look like an idiot. There we go, some scissors. So we're going to grab those, and then we're going to go inside the building. There's an open window over here. And so we're going to get off, and we have to do a little platforming, I guess, if you want to call it that. So we're going to go in here to this window, climb up the stairs. I don't think there's anything down. Any supplies? No. Okay, so we're going to go up. And then once you're up here, you're actually going to go out the window. And then you're going to go inside this window. Now, there's a bunch of things here, so go ahead and collect everything. But more importantly, there is one of our training manuals. So a health kit upgrade. So those are nice if you use health kits. I don't use very many of them. And of course some supplements. And parts, alright, get those. I'm going to need to find the level 4 toolkit. There's one a little later in this chapter, I believe. To be able to more supplements. So yeah, we're going to have to get the level 4 toolkit to upgrade the hunting rifle and bow further. See if there's anything up here. Of course not. Just grounded difficulty, and there's absolutely 0 supplies. Even the bricks and bottles are just in absolutely short supply. Play this on normal difficulty, they're everywhere. You trip over them. Alright, so we're going to continue on. Kind of looking at my guide to make sure I remember where my collectible's at. I do have a guide. It's going to be in the description below. In my upload comment as well. But on my website, ps4trophiesgaming.com, I do have a complete collectible guide. All written, text, videos, everything for you. So you can go check that out. But here it was, that collectible I was looking for, because I forgot where it was at.
See it.
This is good.
And it's an optional conversation. Alright, so we're going to head into the dormitories. There is a tricky part in the basement. It's really tricky if you want to get the collectible that's down there. Otherwise, you can actually probably avoid the whole thing.
There it is.
But since we need the collectible, we're going to have to get in. The collectible is a Firefly pendant that's going to be on a bloater. So you have to kill a bloater in order to pick up the collectible. But before we get there, there is a collectible in this room as well as a supplement there. Some more parts. And there's a map right here that you need to pick up. Alright, so now that we've cleared the room, we're actually going to go into the dormitory area. And you're safe on this floor. You're going to end up dropping down at the end of it. But before you do that, Well, you can do whatever you want, but before I do that, I'm going to check these rooms. The second room on the left, room number 202, has a collectible in it. This is 201. And it looks like I'm full on crafting supplies. I don't do a lot of crafting, that's why you see me, I'll go ahead and upgrade that weapon sway, but that's why you see me with a lot of crafting supplies. The only thing I really craft are shivs for the most part, and I do use the infinite shiv glitch at the end in the science lab, which you also saw me first use in the Billstown chapter. Alright, so there's the collectible. Room 202. 201 and 202 are one of those adjoining rooms, separated by a door, so that's why I went into a different room without actually going back out to the hall here. Let's see what's in here. Some more parts. We need a lot more parts if we want to upgrade everything. Again, there is a trophy for getting all of your weapons upgraded, which probably is not going to happen until you do New Game Plus. But speaking of upgrading weapons, if you upgrade the ones here later in the game, then let's go ahead and use some of these crafting supplies. That way I don't have to worry about being full. That way if I find more, I can pick them up. But again, about the weapon upgrades, if you don't upgrade the weapons you get early in the game and you focus all of your upgrade points on the later weapons like the El Diablo and the flamethrower, you'll get the trophy to pop earlier in your next playthrough. Alright, so now that I used the crafting supply, I'm actually heading back here just so I can pick that up. That's half a sheet there. Alright, so we're going to drop down into the lower level here, and there's a bloater surrounded by a bunch of clickers. Now, as I mentioned, the bloater has a Firefly pendant on it, so you're going to have to kill it, which means you're going to have to first take out all these clickers. So I'm going to take the bow, and I'm going to walk as slow as I possibly can. Get as close to these as possible that I can guarantee a headshot. Again, headshots increase the odds of the arrow becoming available for you to pick up again. Take that. Alright, so here's another clicker. And a nice headshot there. We can get our arrow back and some ammo. I think there's another arrow in this section that we can loot. Tape and scissors, perfect. Those are shiv supplies right there. Okay, if you're looking for a speedrun video, this is not it. I'm really just kind of taking my time a little more so than probably need to. Oh, there's an arrow. But some of these clickers kind of path, and I want to make sure one's not sneaking up on me like that. So I aimed and took my time. Got my arrow. Oh, 25 flamethrower ammo. That's good. Alright, the bloater is going to be in the main hallway. It's going to be just left of this door. But I believe I got a couple more clickers. Maybe one, possibly two. The worst part is not knowing. If I at least knew how many there were, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. There's the bloater. I'm probably walking too fast. Had there been a clicker in either of these rooms, they would have definitely heard me, but I think that's over here. Alright, he's probably standing out in the hall. Yeah, there he is. Line up a nice easy headshot here. Okay, I mentioned these things were very weak against fire, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip a Molotov at it. He's gonna dance around all pissed off like after I hit him. And I'm just gonna hang back here and just keep an eye out just in case he decides to throw spores. He's doing a boogie there. And I got the flamethrower ready to go. Just a little bit. You don't use. You have to use more than you need to. And he's dead. As I mentioned, there was a Firefly pendant on him, so we're gonna go and find it. Hope it's not in the wall. There it is. That let me pick it up. Yeah, got it. Okay, so now we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna break through this door. Alright, there is another collectible. If you go left, that takes you outside to where you need to go. But if you go here to the right, I believe it's in this room. Yep, there it is. Since we're here, let's look for some supplements. And some parts. You can always use some parts. More crafting supplies. Alright, I think that's it. We're going to go outside and pick up Ellie. And the next difficult section is going to be, again, as I mentioned at the end of this chapter, and you're going to have a bunch of hunters enter the science building.
More infected, I'm fine.
Alright, to open the gate, you just push the generator over there. And then you're going to plug in the extension cord. And bring Ellie over. Sorry about that. I was reading, trying to find out where our next collectible was at.
Let's try the gate.
Ha! You did it!
Yeah, come on through. Scoot.
they were fireflies?
No. No, I don't think so.
Why would they have it infected so close to the lab?
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah, I could see that.
Alright, so you have this area with the tents. What you need to do is just go all the way to the far left.
Yeah, I'd expect to see someone by now. Let's get inside.
I thought they were infected in this area. I guess I was wrong. Or I skipped them somehow. Alright, but in here, in this white tent, is going to be the a collectible. I forget what it is. Those are parts.
Have you ever been to one of these?
Firefly
University.
pendant, that's right.
Yeah.
No, not as a student, at least.
Why not?
I had Sarah when I
Where
was
the hell
pretty
did Ellie
young.
go?
Were you married?
For a while.
What happened?
Okay,
Too much?
too much.
Huh. I think that was a little bug.
Well, scoot.
Alright, nonetheless, we're on our way to the science building. And there's going to be lots of nooks and crannies and drawers and things you can open to find parts. But to get up there, you're going to have to open this gate, and to open the gate, you just grab the dumpster and you just crash it right into it.
Hey, what about over there?
Yeah, that looks like a way in.
So I just want to remind everyone, if you guys can be awesome and hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. That'd be great. And you can follow me on Twitter at PS4_trophies. If you have any kind of questions, that's probably the easiest, best way to get in touch with me. Leave a message in the comments. I probably
All right, not what I had in mind, but
might not see it. There's just too many videos and too many comments left for me to read them all. I do read them though. I go through them every, especially on newer videos. If the video's been up for more than a couple days, I don't really go back. But the first day or two, I typically read all comments.
All right, we're inside. Come on, kiddo, give me your hand. There you go.
Thanks. Let's look around.
All right, in this area, there's a lot of things you can loot or look in. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember where everything was at. Of course, I never played this on grounded difficulty, so there's a lot less supplies, even from Survivor to grounded. There's a workbench.
Let's do this.
I still don't have the level 4 toolkit, so I'm going to come back after I find that, and I believe it's nearby, so we'll come back. In case you were wondering, the answer is yes. This is a lot harder than Survivor difficulty. Although, having said that, if you completed this on Survivor, you're probably going to be okay here on grounded difficulty. You have even less health, the no heads up display, and there's less ammo, less supplies, less bricks, less bottles.
Yoo-hoo! Fireflies! Here for mankind over here. Anyone?
Let's keep it down until we figure out what's going on.
Alright, we're going to go in this room, but opposite of this, on the other side of the hall, is a shiv door. And in the side there is going to be a collectible as well as a training manual. Of course, you need a shiv to open this door. I think I've only got one shiv left, so... But there is a spot later here that we can get some more. Alright, so let's see here. I've got, yeah, one left, and I do have one a full set of blade and binding, so we can use that to get the infinite shiv glitch going. And there's the tools, level 4. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to that workbench, and I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my hunting rifle, my bow, and I'm lost. I forgot where I'm going. And I'm probably going to start upgrading the El Diablo. It was in one of these rooms. I completely forgot where it was at. There it is.
This looks like a good spot.
Alright, so level 4 clip capacity. And power, definitely. Go ahead and upgrade the scope, although I don't really use it that often. The range on the bow, definite must. And the draw speed, that's maximum. And that's going to actually make it much quicker and easier to fire rapid number of arrows in quick succession. Alright, that's it for now. We don't need the flamethrower, but let's go ahead and take the hunting rifle out. Alright, so we need to go... We need to find that outside door. And then we're going to go upstairs. The upstairs floor looks just like that last floor, so there's a lot of crap up there. Oh, there's an optional conversation right here, by the way, if you interact with this piece of paper. So make sure you, of course, do that.
Nothing useful.
Ain't nothing here but a bunch of medical mumbo-jumbo.
I don't get it.
Looks like they all just packed up and left in a hurry.
Maybe not all of them.
Stay close.
Okay, at the other end of this area, at the end of the hall, is going to be a collectible. And then there's going to be 2 more in the room right in the monkey room, if you know what I'm talking about.
There are no bodies. That's good.
And there's a bunch of...
Found out where they
if you see, there's a lot of bricks laying around here. That's a good sign that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to occupy this space momentarily. But here, if you go left, there's a office recorder. It's on this end, the end room, and then if you go to the opposite end of the hallway, there'll be another one in that room as well. It's the X-ray room. Right now, I know this is absolutely boring, but I'm just looking for some more supplies. And supplements, of course. Yeah, as you see, there's quite a few bricks conveniently placed here. So you're gonna make sure you want to clear these rooms of anything that's in there that you want to loot now.
Shit.
You don't want to be doing it later. Alright, so here's the x-ray room. If you go to the far left on the console, it's going to be, or on the desk, it's going to be the x-ray. Alright, I'm going to open this door. There's going to be a little surprise in there, and there'll be 2 collectibles in this room.
Jesus. At least it ain't clickers.
That's right, at least they weren't clickers.
Oh, fireflies.
Alright, so on the table, there's a
Well,
collectible
maybe in all that research, they turned into fucking monkeys.
right in the middle of the room.
Find something.
It's a lab recorder, and then there's a Firefly pendant right over here to the right of this refrigerator. And that's going to be, I believe that's the last collectible in this chapter. Which means we're near the end, right? Yep, that would be correct. Good supply of crap there. Yeah, there's lots of goodies in this chapter. Or in this section, rather.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm dead. Or I will be soon. Got me some time to reflect. Been years that felt like we were... Fucking thing was a giant waste of time. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Come on.
Looking for the others. They've all returned to St. Mary's Hospital in Salt Lake City. You'll find them there. Still trying to save the world. Good luck with that.
Do you know where that is?
I know the city.
Is it far?
It ain't close. I mean, on horseback.
What? Fireflies?
Get down!
Oh!
Alright, so this is where it, the
Fuck are
shit's gonna hit the fan. You might have to use some improvisation
Get
here.
the hell out of here.
And I'm probably gonna die, so you might see a cut here in just a moment. You're gonna have 2 guys coming through this door in a second. Get my weapons ready. Alright, yep, I died a couple times, but here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have 2 guys come through the door here, and I'm gonna shoot them. Sometimes Ellie will actually kill him herself. Now these 2 both drop melee weapons, so what I'm going to do is pick up the axe, and I'm going to do a melee upgrade on it with the blade and binding that I have. Now I'm going to do the infinite shiv glitch here, or trick. Create a shiv, swap twice, and create another one. As you can see, I'm getting back my supplies every time I swap. Create another one, so I got 3. Now I just want 1 more set. There we go. We got 3 plus an extra set. So moving on here, I'm going to just run up to this cover here to the left. And then try to take off 2 guys, pick off 2 guys real quick here. I'm shooting my way through this, so fair warning. Ooh, I got hit. And there's going to be 2 guys coming in through here. There's 1 guy who I completely missed on. Again, be careful. There's usually 2. And let's see if we can find a second one. I'm going to ready a bottle up here. Whoa, that works. I'm not entirely sure what the hell just happened there. So remember those bricks that I was commenting and laying all over the place? Yeah, you want to make sure you always have one just in case. Now there's going to be 3 more guys that are going to come through this door over here. I'm going to use my arrows here. The fast draw speed there really makes it easy to get them both. Alright, so down here, you're going to have to be real careful. There's going to be 2 guys coming through this door. I'm going to just kind of anticipate them and get them with the Molotov, if you time it right. Then there's going to be a 3rd one that's just going to be hanging back there. So just use the wall for cover here. He's right there, you see him. There you go. Now you're going to have an awesome little cutscene here.
You asshole!
What do you want me to do? What?
Make sure you shoot those guys, otherwise they'll kill you.
Joel?
I'm gonna need you to pull.
Okay. Wait, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
And you're about to see how awesome, how fucking awesome Ellie is.
Get to the damn horse.
She really grows up right at this very scene.
I don't see anyone. Let's go.
Alright, so all you need to do is follow her, but I'm going to leave you guys here. So I want you guys, if you could, hit that like button and comment, subscribe.
Can you handle the window?
And we'll see you guys in the next chapter, which is the winter chapter. So good fun there to be had.
Come on, move!
I see you.
All right, just stay here. I'm gonna flank this asshole.
Ellie. Those were my friends you killed, asshole. Come on out. You want to do this the hard way? You little
We gotta get you out of here.
I'm okay.
You're not okay, Joel! Now come on! Move it! There's no one here. Hurry. You're doing good. Just keep at it. Oh, man. Here, lean on me.
No.
Well, can you walk?
Yes.
Then fucking walk! Come on. There's the exit. Just a little bit more, come on. Hey. Joel?
Behind you.
What?
Ellie. The
kid's got a gun.
He's in a gun.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Put your arm around me. All right, let's go. I swear to God, I get you out of this. You're so singing for me.
You wish.
Wait here. I'll get the door.
Take your time.
Come on. There you go.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
Come on.
Just get the horse.
All right. Can you get on?
Come on.
I think we're safe. Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel, here. Oh, get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do.